Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we just take the ones that we have. I reckon I've got like I yeah, so I've pretty much recorded all of them. So I will still put each other as assistants, but I don't know. Maybe we just um, process the ones that we've already done.
What do you mean?
You know how you're doing this bit. I can still. I might as well just post it as well. Still with you as assistant, vice
Well, yeah,
versa.
that's what I was thinking. You just record it and then just post it with the other two. Is that what you're talking about? Because
Yeah,
it's all one.
yeah. We'll just do that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Okay, when you see body cam on, you're good to start. We're going to go through the entire process, including the handcuffing and the reading of the rights. Whenever you see that memo, you'll be good to start. Body cam on. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or can be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided to you. One second, I'm looking for the patch down.
Dispatch, dispatch, we got a 1015 suspect in custody.
Do you want me to continue all the way through? Yep. Well, he can. So you request male search officer. So Xavier can go ahead and be that male search officer. just so that way you have a reinforcement of how the search procedure is done for when it's when you're arresting a female.
Simple.
All right, good job. You can go ahead and uncuff me. Now, let me see. Alright, so that'll conclude that. I just want you to be aware when you do run plates and information, what comes immediately after.
I'm sorry?
When you run the plates, so you request the documents in the macro, then you request the documents in the menu, then you run information, plates and information. What comes right after runs plates and information?
Suspect in custody, headed back to the station.
No, so you'll have suspect in custody back to the station like you had up there. But there's one thing that you miss after runs plates and information, which is going to be your 1027 and 29. So you'll run the ID and warrant check, and then you'll get that. That's how you'll get the information for how many violations they have, essentially. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So then that way, like you'll run the documents, runs plates and information, ID warrant check, and that'll tell you what the violations are. Because if you think about it, yes, the violations are on the ID, just for that simplicity and being able to find that information accurately. But hold on. Okay, so but running the information and doing the ID warrant check is what's gonna be the RP of getting that. So, say if you're to call it in, I have a suspect. Their name is, and you have the driver's license information. So their name is Afton Chris. I need an ID or warrant check on them, and the warrant check comes back. They're all clear. They have 0 violations, or they have a whatever number of violations, and then you would respond to the Flabby chat. The suspect has this number of violations.
Yeah.
So just think of it like you can't have that number of violations on the suspect without doing the ID warrant check, without running the information and then doing the ID warrant check.
Yeah. So basically.
Okay, so like calling dispatch and pretty much having them run their name.
That's right. So you're going to get those violations. Okay. So you already saw them anyway in the state ID. Okay. That's just for RP purposes, so that when after you've done that check warrant ID, that they then you can confirm it in that sense. It's kind of like just police procedure. So you don't know that anyway before you do the warrant ID check, but for this purposes, when you check the state ID, you know that they do have those violations. So Afton could have had 2, like he could have had 2 felonies, and that obviously means after you do your warrant ID check that those 2 warrant ID checks have come up with 2 violations. You copy that?
10-4.
All right, sweet. Yeah, you seem to be a bit stuck on that. I think it's like, get it planted in your head. I noticed with the warrant ID one, you've been stuck with that, but that's all good because others get stuck on one others as well. So it does happen. Okay.
Yep, but other than that small fix there, that was a great run. Everything else was perfect as well. So, good job on that. That concludes your taser training.